Welcome to the Digital Office at Home podcast. If you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, or someone navigating the world of remote work, this show is just for you. Join Marian LaSalle and her co-host Gail as they share helpful tips, inspiring success stories, and valuable resources that can help you thrive in your digital workspace. Join them each week on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform as they provide new ideas and expert advice to transform your home office into a hub of creativity and success.
This is the digital office at home. We're both working from home. I have this really cool background today, and I really wanted to talk about that because today we're talking about AI and community. We always talk about community, but today we're like throwing in a little AI community. It's going to be really interesting. So Gail and I, we love talking about technology. We love talking about community. We love talking with you, not you, but with you. So if you have any questions, thoughts, interest, if you want us to talk with you on our podcast, we'd love that as well. So Digital Office at Home was invented because we do need community. If we're working from home and we never see anybody, well, let's not say never. If we don't have a community that we go and work with, like we used to at a job, then, if what kind of community do you belong to? Well, there might be church, but COVID and there's all kinds of reasons why you might need a different community or an additional community. So we want to talk about that today. I'm going to begin with the Home Business Academy, and Gail had a ticket that was virtual, a virtual ticket, even though it was a physical meeting in Dallas for our community. She was able to join in virtually. You
Yeah.
want to talk a little bit about that and that experience?
It was very great. I mean, very great, great, great. So the community, I think it's been around 8 years, maybe 9. Um, I got in a couple years ago, and it is a community. So you don't really feel like it is an opportunity, but it's not that like in the olden days where you think, oh, here's another thing, a way to make money quickly and get all your friends and family and all that stuff. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just that it's totally unique, and it's really for anyone who has a message, a mission to share with the world, no matter how old you are. It seems to be attracting a lot of, I'm going to say, seniors over. I'm not talking high school seniors. I am talking the ones that have the AARP cards, because they've gone through so many years of information, education, knowledge that can really be used for the younger generation that they don't really have anymore. They don't have the character building, the people stuff. They're all about you know, their camera, their phone, scrolling. I think that's their middle name is scrolling. All of them have the same middle name. But I think that we're going to be talking about AI a little bit because a lot of us we're afraid of AI. Even the last few months or last year or whatever, it's like, oh no, somehow they're gonna suck my brain out, or they're gonna, the technology is out in the universe somewhere and I don't know anything about it, and that sounds really bad. And I'm sure that it can be, used for evil. But most of us are using it for good, and it's really, really fun. And I think that with the going back to what we called the Freedom Fest, this community, we only take 111 people. And out of that, they have a 3-day seminar kind of thing. It's all about education. And Feed My Starving Children is one of our organizations that we're connected with. So almost every dollar we make, some of that goes to Feed My Starving Children. So you're also, kind of killing two birds with one stone, right? You're helping yourself, but you're helping other people. Other people in our community we're helping, and we're helping these children. And this particular organization actually was in the church that I used to go to. So it's like, wow, I love this. And I've done that, the packing of the bags and food about 3 times now, with other organizations, the churches and other organizations. So I totally know about it. I totally believe in it. And it's just, I thought about it last night, and it reminded me of that. I don't remember the organization when we had all those movie stars sing "We Are the World." I mean, those singers, those famous singers got together, and every time I hear it, I swear, every time I cry, every single time. It is so powerful, the message. And it was brought together for the same reason that we have Feed My Starving Children. It's all about saving these children's lives and feeding them. And they wanted that message to get out, and they did it profoundly with this one song that brought the world together. And I don't know anybody who doesn't know that song. And I thought, wow, we're doing the same thing. We have a loving community to help each other grow online and offline. We've got, different things that we do. So it just is a great time to be, here on this earth where you can make a difference, get your message out, help other people that are coming up behind you, and save the children, help them eat, help them have energy, and help them, give life to breathe into them again. So anyway, I think it's all good. We're about community, and we have AI helping us do that. So we don't have to be a genius. We just tweak it and have it become our own. We, say, oh, I love that. And we just make it our own. It just is a good little helper.
There you
Is
go.
that a good overview?
I think so. I think so. So yes, it's a large community, and out of that community, other little communities are born, and that's part of what we're doing. Gail and I are part of another community called Digital Office at Home, where we meet and we help each other with technology. So building your website, and because they do have a website builder, they have a funnel builder, they have a CRM, they have so much to offer that it's a sub community of that larger community that she's talking about. So that's, if you were wondering what in the world we're talking about, it's really all about feeling connected. And so, yeah, you can get sucked into this and, volunteer for that, and, taking care of your neighbor and Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything. But you can always rely on your community to be there for you if you need them. And I love that. I love the fact that I belong. So some people don't have anything they belong to, and they're just home by themselves alone. And we don't want that. We want you part of a community. So if you fit into either one of those communities, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help you.
Yeah, we did hear that over the last 3 days, about people's stories, and they almost were, well, they were teary-eyed at a lot of moments because they said that we were their family, and that just simply meant, like, whether they were estranged from their own family, or especially with the political arena that we've been in the last, year, it separated families, and they just felt like there was love. They felt loved and wanted in our community, and it made a difference in their life. So that was pretty huge. And going back to the funnel builder, there's a lot of people out there that have a message in their mind, and it's like, oh, if only I could. And you don't think you can, but I just want to remind people that what a funnel is, what a website. We know what a websites are. They've been around for a long time now. It's where you can put your initial message out there, and then the funnel is, like I said, when you sign up for something, whether, who know if it's some kind of a product on Amazon or whatever, you start getting emails from them. Well, that's a funnel. You went into a funnel, and now you're getting emails from them, right? So that's not what you can do. You can also create those funnels so people can get your emails. And then going back to the AI, you say, what am I going to send an email out all the time about, Well, believe me, if you put a thought out there and you put that in some kind of AI, and there's many, many AI tools you can use, and now all of a sudden your message is alive, and it's, you're getting it out to the world, literally. So it's really a win-win kind of thing. It really is. You can't go wrong. And the community that we're talking about is going to help you. We do hold your hand. We do help you. Although there's lots of training, some people they don't learn that way as easily by following the
Some
bouncing.
people do. And that's
Some
what's
people do.
nice about this community is if you don't want to be in a mastermind like what we're doing, if you don't want that really deep community, there's training videos that help you
Yeah.
with that website, that funnel builder, that CRM, whatever it is that you need. There's training. We had a lady that joined our mastermind for a while, and she didn't even need it. She's like, I built 2 websites within two. She didn't boast about it. I did. She built 2 websites in two
Awesome.
weeks, right?
Awesome.
And by herself because she watched every video and was able to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
So there's something for everyone. If you
Yeah.
have something that you need to get out to the world, please let us know and we'll steer you in the right direction. All right, let's dive into AI. So there's lots that you can do for AI. And I have I dove in. When they first came out, I got excited. Some people were nervous and went, oh no, this is the end of the world. You know, like you said, it's going to suck the brains right out of our head and we're doomed. But me, no, I went, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be scammers out there that are taking advantage of it, but I'm going to use it for good. And I dove right in. So I would like to share what I sent Friday to my local Chamber of Commerce, just so you can get an idea. Oh, hi, kitty, kitty. Just so you can get an idea of how deep and how much information that you have inside you that AI can help you with.
Right.
So we don't just say, okay, write us a blog post about X and then let it go and then post it. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about cheating. We're not talking about, escaping work. We're talking about using AI to help you with your business, help you with the things like you used to use Google for, okay? Google was very limited. It would just send you a list of websites you could go to find the answer. But AI now can actually give you the answer, you know? And then what I do is I use multiple AIs. So anytime I get an answer to a question I didn't know, I take it over to another AI and I ask it, is this true? And it will say, sometimes it'll say, well, it's partially true. And so I use Perplexity for this because it literally shows me where it got the information. It will prove to me that it got the information in a legitimate way. So I really like that. Now, do I use Chat GPT? Of course, everybody does. Do I use Claude? Of course, most everybody does. There's just all kinds of them out there, and every day you hear about a new one. So don't get bogged down with that. Just pick 2 or 3 that you really want to work with. And our community actually has one of its own. Not only can you ask, we call it Sage. Not only can you ask Sage a question about, which video to watch for whatever you want to do, but you can also ask it questions about, the questions that you might want to find out about the community that we're in, where the Facebook is, or, where the live events are. Sage, they call it. But we also have another one for the premium members where it's just like any other AI, where you can ask it questions and it will go out on the internet and find it and bring it back to you. It's pretty cool. Emerson, yeah, there you go.
I always think Sage and Emerson are dating.
Yeah, they are. Or mother, daughter, or
Yeah.
father, son. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, thank you. All right, so I want to talk about these 2 proposals that I sent to the chamber using AI as my helper. So the Chamber of Commerce here in the little town that I live in a very small town, is struggling, okay? I will tell you the truth. The president was caught stealing money.
Ruh-roh.
A lot of money, like she's going to go to prison, okay?
Oh, geez, Louise.
I know, right? And so the poor lady who was just part-time, who, was her vice president or whatever you want to call her, had to step up, and she didn't know what she was doing, and she still is very nervous about what's happening, and they're trying to find her somebody. So anyway, the reason why I sent this first letter is because they have this thing called WINOs, Women Interested in Networking Opportunities, WINOs. Well, I went thinking it was going to be a networking opportunity. Well, guess what? They did a craft, okay, which was fun. And I have a wreath around my door now because of it, but it wasn't a networking opportunity. And here's the chamber. And really the only people that showed up, because they're used to this, were the employees, say the employees of the
Dear.
banks. Huh?
Oh dear.
Yeah,
It's
there were
like,
no business owners there
oh
because it
my
wasn't
gosh.
really a networking opportunity. It was a chance for people that were retired, they were employees, that type of thing. So here's what I did. I thought, okay, we have referral business. So if you haven't heard of that yet, that is a group that's online and in person. If you can find a chapter near you, or you want to start a chapter, it's called Referral Business Builders. You can go to referralbusinessbuilders.com and read all about it. But basically, I suggested that I run a real networking. I didn't say it like that, but I said I could run a networking group out of the chamber office, because they have a beautiful room, okay? And it still would be referral business builders, but I would invite entrepreneurs, small business owners to come to a real networking opportunity. And so I just asked AI to help me, and it was so perfect. I hate to read things because I don't want to bore people, but I think this is important. I'm just going to kind of highlight what I said. I said, I'm writing on behalf of Chamber Business member Painted Path Designs, which is my web design company, with an exciting business opportunity that could benefit both of our organizations and the broader business community in my county. Our company has developed a successful business networking program called Referral Business Builders, designed specifically for entrepreneurs and small businesses. We believe there's potential for synergistic partnership between the program and the chamber that could drive membership growth and enhance the value proposition for local businesses. And then AI helped me come up with 5 bullet points that really hone in on what it's good for. Monthly networking events, chamber sponsorship, membership drive, collaborative promotion, and shared resources. So it basically lays out all the things that I was thinking, but they put it in a very structured way that I could email to the board. It
Yeah,
was
that's great.
fantastic.
That's fantastic.
And then, of course, at the very end, it like pulls everything together and thank you for your time and consideration and all that. Uh, I was so pleased by it that I'm still just reeling from it. So I can't wait to hear how they feel about it. Whether they'll take me up on it, I don't know. But I thought, you know what? If they don't, maybe some other chambers would around me,
Right.
because I live in a small town. It's an hour to anything anyway. So I
Mhm.
could go an hour to this town. I could go an hour to that town and offer this to them as
Yeah.
well, which would
Cool.
help referral business builders, and it would help the chamber.
It's a good idea that you're bringing out to tell people about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the second thing I did, which that in itself would probably take a month without AI to come up with that and make it feel like it was professional enough to send to a chamber, right? And AI did it in less than an hour. I just laid out what I wanted and it made it so professional. And that's one of the things that you can do with AI. You could say, make it professional, make it, 5th grade level, make it
Right.
with a little humor. I mean, you get to tell it what you want, but it's your information. I'm not asking it to come up with something on its own. It's my thoughts made better. Okay.
And would this be a presentation that you would have on a computer screen that would go on a big screen for an audience of 20 people or something from the chamber, or are
I
you
just sent it to the board. I
to the
didn't,
board? So, but
I,
if you wanted to, then they would sign up. It would all be through the internet in their own homes if they wanted. You're not going to be going
oh,
there.
no, the chamber, it would be an in-person for the chamber. Because they have the winos every month, but it really, it was because the person who was stealing money wanted to craft, and that she used winos in order to get crafts because they paid for all the material and everything. So I'm relieving the new person who's taking over from having to come up with ideas on networking to me.
Gotcha.
I
Hmm.
mean, that's why I did it, to
Yeah.
help them. But I thought we could help everybody. We could help me. We could help referral business builders. We could help the chamber. We could help all the people that they're missing.
Yeah,
The
of
chamber,
course. That's what chambers are about.
well, you would think so, but
Right.
this chamber has been lacking because of the leadership.
We had the same thing here in Rochester. We had the very exact same thing with the president who had been taking money from certain areas. They said the same exact thing.
Really?
So, and that started like when she first started, it was clear to me that she wasn't the person for the job because she wasn't even a nice person. So I thought like just wasn't the right fit for me. And I left early, but it went downhill like year after year after year until there was like hardly any members. And then, so now they're
Yeah.
revamping everything and giving life to the, because it was one of the
Sure.
biggest chambers in our area. It was fantastic. Now they're just really growing now, so it's good.
That's good too. Now, this next one is for those of you who can give presentations, either online or in person. You're going to want to hear what I did for this. Okay, so I came up with this idea, and I offered it to the new person who's taking the president's place. But you could tell the look of overwhelm in her eyes is like, well, I have to ask the board because I don't know. She's just reeling. She doesn't. Anyway, so here's what I did. Now, I love giving presentations. I love doing trainings. And so I said, dear board of the Chamber of Commerce, following my recent communication with X, I'm excited to propose two timely and valuable topics for your Lunch and Learn program. As a local business owner with experience in these areas, I'd be honored to share my knowledge with fellow chamber members. I only included two topics, but I'm willing and able to discuss other topics you might want to consider. So I put proposed topics. I chose two: responsible AI, business guide to ethical innovation. And then I put in this session what they would learn. I won't read it all. And then the second proposal, I said print and profit, mastering print on demand for your business. Because every business can now have their logo or create t-shirts, socks, hats, sweatshirts, whatever, with print on demand. So they don't have to, there's no outlay of money. Everything is done, well, unless you need to hire a designer. So somebody designs the design, and then the print on demand company creates it on whatever it is that you tell them. So there's a lot to it, but there's no outlay of money. It's just time, really. So
So
I
they
said,
don't have to, they're actually going to save money.
oh, they'll save a lot of money, because I just did a proposal for a website for $4,000 for a company that is starting a clothing line. And what they do is they collect the money from the customer, and they they order they order the shirts and the hats and everything, and then they have to bring it to their house and ship it out to their customer. And I'm like, no, honey, you don't need to do that. That's like a $4,000 to $5,000 website. That's a store, and it's like a nightmare. I said, have you thought about print on demand? Well, no, I don't even know what that is. And I thought, okay. So new proposal now. I'm going to make a website that's reasonable for this nice gentleman. And I'm going to teach him how to try out the material, because you do need to have at least one so you can see if it looks right and you like the material
The
and
quality, yeah.
yeah, the quality. There you go. But other than that, that's it. He already has his logo and his information. It's a really good opportunity. And I thought, this is great for any business. It doesn't matter what it is. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
like your logo or your ideas
Sure.
on
Yes.
information? So anyway, that's how I used AI, and that's what I really wanted to talk about today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very
How you
good.
can
You
use
probably
it.
helped a lot of people and a lot of business people because they are, I mean, gosh, I mean, before I left my last company, I think I bought, I don't even know, maybe 100 bags, because everybody got bags, especially for job fairs and stuff like that. And I think it was about $500 for those bags, which was a good price, I thought. But,
Yeah,
if if you're self-employed and you're working out of your living room, or you have a small office at your house, you're not going to want to spend $400,
right.
on flimsy bags.
That's right.
So,
Now, one more thing about AI and this background that I have right now. So we're doing the referral business builders. It's to help business owners with their community and growing and connections. And so I went to Ideogram, IDEO Gram, GRAM.io, and I created this. I literally said, this is my tagline. The referrals are the currency of trust. And I asked it, to give me a modern background that I could use for Zoom. And it created it. So once again, I'm using AI with my thoughts and feelings and ideas for a business. And then I'm asking it to help me.
yeah, perfect. And you
Yeah.
got a great background.
Right. And then I have a friend who owns a yoga studio online. She does yoga online, and she wanted it back. She goes, "Can you make me one?" So of course I can, So I made her one, and she just absolutely loves it.
And she's in the referral business builders.
Yes, she is. She's one of the leaders for the business builders. Yes. All right, Gail, do you have anything that you would like to add before we close for today?
No, I think we talked a lot. I think we usually do 30 minutes. I think we might have gone a little
I think
over.
we're a little over, yes.
Hopefully we captured your attention. And I think it's important that, you go back and even take notes because this is great business material for you. And it's free. Hello.
Right.
That's what's great about the Business Builder program. You don't have to be a leader. You can come to be a member and talk about yourself. There's also breakout sessions where you're one-on-one through the computer. You're not even in person. So there's people from all over the country. So Marian's got a really cool thing that she's done. And just to be a member, you don't have to, get too involved. Just show up and get your 30-second, 60-second elevator commercial, whatever you want to call it, ready to let people know who you are and how you can be an asset to them. And then you'll get a lot of ideas from other people for their businesses. So
There you go.
anyway, I didn't think I had anything to say, but I guess I do.
Yes, well, I appreciate that. All right, everybody, we'll see you again next week. We're here every week. And I think we're going to have a couple of different people we're interviewing. And I say interviewing, it's really about the business owner that we bring on. So it's not a bad thing to interview them. It's actually sharing their information with you. So we'll see you again next week. Bye for now.